Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, COVID edition. We're having a little trouble getting all the bells and whistles to work properly, and we're safe here. We're practicing safe distancing because COVID, I don't know what the answers are. Is there a virus? Is there not a virus? All I know is I don't want them to stick that swab up my nose because I'm afraid of that. And so we're just being safe. We're distancing a little bit. A lot of our guests are coming on via social media and through Facebook Messenger and stuff like that. But every once in a while we talk one into coming here and sitting with us. But over 6 feet away, our guest is Pastor Reginald Gray.
Yes, sir.
Got the name right, didn't I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You hit it on the head.
For a half hour. Tell me the name of your church.
One Body Community Church.
Okay.
Yes,
and you're right up the road here.
We're right down the street, 458 North Fulton, right on the corner where all the highways and freeways interact.
Where we come, just a little south of Belmont.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I drive by. I've seen the barbecue going there a few times.
Yes, sir.
That was before COVID, though.
That was before the COVID. We were really in full swing. You know, I believe we had some of the best barbecue in the world. We still do.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting, amen, for this thing to pass. And I truly believe that eventually it will.
Right.
It will pass, and we'll be able to offer that. You know, not just that service.
Right.
You know, that's the way to raise funds for our men's homes. You know, and our transitional living, but. I believe we'll be able to cater more to the neighborhood again soon.
Right. Now, a little thrift store there, too, I think?
Yeah, we have a thrift store, a loving place thrift store. As a matter of fact, my wife, man, that's her baby. So we have some wonderful merchandise. The atmosphere is just awesome, you know what I mean? And we meet a lot of people, you know, through the thrift store. So, yes.
Now, I know your ministry, your church is right there near Belmont and Fulton, between Belmont and the freeways, on Fulton, North Fulton, I should say. And there's a lot of, I don't know if I should characterize the people as rough characters, but some of them seem a little down and out.
Yeah.
And is that the purpose of your ministry?
Well, there's an influx of homelessness, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe that God entrusted us to be in that area. Not everyone's built for that as far as ministry, but from my background, addictive background, alcoholism, prison, you know, all that, you know, I believe in God qualified me to be able to deal with that type of people, mental health.
You had some training.
I had some hands-on training. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And are you reaching people?
Oh, yeah, we're reaching people.
Good.
Once again, everything kind of slowed down, but we're still doing our part. We still give away food.
Okay.
You know, we interact, amen. We give away water and beverages and try to make sure they stay hydrated during this summertime.
Yeah, it's bad right now, the heat and the hydration thing. And talk about COVID and people not getting sick. And you got to keep hydrated and keep your body working right, or your immune system goes, I guess. So, now, you do Bible studies there?
Yeah, we do. We have Bible studies. We do a midday Bible study, and that is more or less to bring in the homeless. We give away masks. We give away hand sanitizer. Once again, that's to give them a cool resting place, at least once a week, you know, where they can come in and get out of that heat. Let them know that they're not forgotten, you know, they're loved, and they're people just like we are. They're no different than us, you know. So that's what we do.
Yeah, and you know, I just drive down Fulton to the freeway, and then I drive from the freeway back up Van Ness, and so I just see a quick glimpse. But that neighborhood goes either way, up and down Belmont and Fulton, every direction, all the way to downtown, I guess.
Sir.
So.
Yes, sir. And that whole block from Belmont down to the Visadero, you see a lot of homelessness, and the mental health crisis is real.
Yeah.
Just as real as this COVID-19, you know, there's a real mental health issues going on. Disabled people, and they're just wandering around aimlessly, nowhere to go. And it's sad that it took this to bring up the awareness, you know, of where people are, amen, in everyday life. You know, so.
Now, the people that you're helping, if they were just like a wife whose husband left her and she's got some kids, she got evicted from her house, those are easy to help. But a lot of these people have mental health issues and drug addictions, so if they're not just hard luck cases that you can just help them get an apartment or something. Some of them don't even want an apartment.
No, they don't want to. Most of them don't want to be responsible.
Okay.
If they could take every penny that they have and feed their bodies with that junk, with that garbage, and that's what they're going to do. You know, it's sad that some people willfully live in that condition.
Yeah.
You know, you can come put them in the White House, and after a while, it wouldn't be the White House anymore. It'd just be a crack house. You know, so and it's by choice. A lot of them, you know, but others, they can't control their thoughts. So you have that mixture there, you know, and that's what makes it even more. It's harder to deal with it because you don't know who wants help and you know who can receive help. You know,
Are there people out there that are mentally ill to the point that they could get help? I understand that during the Reagan era, they pushed them all out of the, you know, the places where people were disturbed and pushed them all out on the street, and they've been there ever since.
well, there was a time where you can actually be committed.
Right.
But now, because of the change in government laws, they're just out there.
They're no more committed. You
They're
get
not committed.
72 hours or something, and you're back
72
out.
hours, and I'm talking about extreme cases. We deal with them. We house them. Dual personalities, paranoid schizophrenia, and we're not equipped for that.
Right.
But somebody has got to help and extend a helping hand to help them. But these clinical aspects, that you know, and to me, it's more spiritual than clinical. But that same, you know, we're not equipped to do diagnosis and all that. But it's sad to see the way people's mind has deteriorated and their inability to think for themselves, and there's nobody really helping them. It's all medication. It's about that money, that medication. I just give you a pill. And it doesn't fix anything. It just kind of puts a Band-Aid over it.
Well, all that crazy defunding the police department stuff, I thought some things make sense. Like instead of the cops coming and rousting these guys, maybe having some social workers. Is there any kind of social workers that out working with these guys?
Well, I know a few, but I don't see a lot of them.
I don't see a lot of
There's
them.
not a lot of them hanging out around with the homeless and taking surveys, and the police are needed. They are needful. Unfortunately, we have in any aspect of occupation, good and bad, employees, but the police are desperately needed. But they're just like me, my wife, and we're not equipped for that.
Right.
You know, we can only do the best we can. But when you have a person that's violent towards another individual, the only thing we can do is use best judgment.
Yeah.
There's always not going to be the perfect judgment, best judgment, because
It's fast judgment sometimes,
they're
too.
out there, and based on their mental capacity, if they were to hurt somebody, they really couldn't even be, what do you call that, convicted for it because of their mental condition. They don't have no control over their thoughts.
Well, it sounds like all we could hope for is to have people like you out there with some understanding and some passion for it and understand grace and be there for them. I'm glad you're there. So.
Well, we're doing our part, man. We're just one part of it. Everybody needs to work together.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what's going on. And you see a lot of that going on right now. People are coming together, you know, for the one common purpose, and that is to uphold the whatever standard of living, you know, that's, I guess, I don't want to say normal because nothing seems to be normal any days, but to uphold that standard of living where, you know, where there's a greater outcome for the good than the bad.
Right. Well, you're here in our neighborhood, just at the south end of the tower. What do you want our viewers to know? You need some help with something?
Well, we don't always need help. What we need right now is prayer. I think we all just need to pray that this too will pass, but that something really positive will come out of this. I think that's for the betterment of society, you know, and for the area that we live in, you know, and you see men and women out there, you know, be conscious of their situation. They're human beings just like we are. Just because they're outside doesn't make them any less valuable than we are who live in homes. You know, there's dysfunction in all aspects of life. And so prayer is number one, you know, and if you have water, if you have food, and you want to go out and do that righteous deed, well, then do so, because once again, they need hydration, they need prayer, they need protection. You know, if you got masks, go out and give them masks. Whether they'll wear them or not, they may do that. You know, everybody can't afford $4.99 masks. You know, and so hey, let's do our part.
Yeah, all right. Now, if somebody wants to reach you, is there a website or something they can
we don't have a website as yet,
Facebook
but that's in the works. But you can call me, actually, 559-721-9448. I'm Pastor Reginald Gray. Then my wife, my beautiful wife, 559-776-3580. Right, you can write us, 458 North Fulton, One Body Community Church, in care of Pastor Reginald Gray. And soon enough, amen, we're hoping to do what you're doing. We'll be going live on Now Television, you know, and try to spread that gospel and a great message, you know, to the world. So,
I tell you what, if you guys are watching and you're going to the grocery store and you're buying water, buy a case, leave it in your car. Next time you drive up to the freeway, just is right on the way.
Yes, sir.
You just
Yes,
set
sir.
it on the curb. You wouldn't have to
Right.
barely stop.
You can drop it off in front of our door of the thrift store, and we'll get it and we'll distribute it if you don't
Very
want to
good.
distribute
Very
it.
good. Pastor Reginald Gray, I'm happy for you. I'm
Thank you,
proud of
sir.
you guys.
Thank you.
It gives me hope that something's happening out there. People are complaining up down the street about the homeless,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to say anything. Where are they going to go?
Where are they gonna go?
You know, let them in your house then or
Yeah.
something. They won't be homeless. But you're doing something about it, and I
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it very much.
Appreciate
We want to
it.
have you back on again and again.
Yes, sir.
Because you've been here
Yes,
2 or
sir.
3 times,
Yes, sir.
I think.
Yes, sir. We love to be here.
Okay. Pastor Reginald Gray, say the name of the church again.
One Body Community Church, 458 North Fulton, 93701.
93701. All righty. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.